This is Indonesia, the world's largest archipelagic nation, with 17,508 islands stretching along the equator. Indonesia borders with two continents, Asia and Australia, and also with two oceans, the Indian Ocean and the Pacific. The landmass of Indonesia totals 1,904,443 square kilometers, and its national waters cover some 3,116,163 square kilometers. With a population of over 240 million people, Indonesia has a diversity of tribes, folklores, cultures and languages. Its natural richness, the diversity of its flora and fauna, as well as the stunning beauty of the enchanting Indonesian scenery will amaze anyone who goes and visits this country. As the most populous nation after China, India and the United States, Indonesia is credited with realizing the fastest economic growth of Asia and the biggest growth in Southeast Asia. Economically, the fiscal and financial growth in Indonesia are better than most countries in Europe, and its large population presents a wealth of market potential. In the field of information technology, the number of Indonesian users of social networking site Facebook rank it third after the US and India. Meanwhile, the number of people sending tweets through Twitter places Indonesia on top in Asia. These facts underline the vast potential of opportunities for investments in information technology and telecommunications in Indonesia. The Indonesian economic potential is divided into 6 regional corridors, namely 1. Sumatra Corridor, a center for production and processing of natural resources and as nation's energy reserves. 2. Java Corridor, as a driver for national industry and services. 3. Corridor of Kalimantan, for the production and processing of minerals and for national energy reserves. 4. Sulawesi Corridor, as production and processing of agriculture, plantations, fisheries, oil and gas, and national mining. 5. Bali Nusa Tenggara Corridor, as gateway for national tourism and for the national food supply. 6. The Papua-Maluku Corridor, for the further development of national energy, food, fisheries and mining. Within these 6 economic corridors, some 22 different economic sectors are identified with explicit investment development potential, like shipbuilding, textile, food and beverages, steel, defense equipment, palm oil, rubber, cocoa, livestock, timber, oil and gas, coal, nickel, copper, bauxite, fisheries, tourism, agriculture, transportation equipment, and ICT. Indonesia's investment climate is making excellent progress. In the World Investment Prospectus Survey 2008-2012, Indonesia takes in the 9th position, after China in first place, India second, Brazil third, USA, Russia, Mexico, the UK, and Vietnam as important country to be eyeballed by investors. According to data issued by Indonesia's investment board, Bkpm, in collaboration with the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization and the US Geological Survey in 2010, it ranks first in the world for palm oil production, reaching some 20.8 million tons from plantations in Sumatra, Kalimantan, Sulawesi, and Papua. The 105,000 metric tons of tin from Sumatra presents a second place. $2.4 million tons of rubber produced in the Kalimantan region position it as second largest supplier globally. Indonesia ranks second as well in worldwide chocolate or cocoa production. The total from Sulawesi, Sumatra, Java, Kalimantan and East Nusa Tenggara together reached 792,000 tons in 2008. Copper output was as high as 868,000 metric tons in 2009. The production from Papua, Maluku and Nusa Tenggara place Indonesia as 5th largest contributor in the world. The nickel produced in Sulawesi, Sumatra, Maluku and Papua meanwhile amounted to 189,000 metric tons in 2009, the second biggest in the world. In Kalimantan, Sumatra, Maluku and Papua, the 2009 gold yield reached a whopping 105 metric tons, ranking Indonesia 7th. In addition to the appealing natural wealth and investment opportunities, the labor factor is important. More than 60% of the Indonesian population comprises people under the age of 39 years old. With many residents in the productive stage, its workforce is up to strength. Wages and labor costs are among the lowest compared to most other countries. Bkpm, Indonesia's investment board, has provided a strategic investment plan for the years 2010-2014 with a target capital of 1,629 trillion rupiah for all Indonesian regions. Legal certainty and ease of investing are guaranteed to all investors under Law No. 25, year 2007, regarding the legislation and regulations for investments. which contains provisions for equal treatment and opportunity for domestic and foreign investors. There are no longer rules for a minimum initial capital or the amount of capital to be returned. The investment licensing procedures are also much easier now, thanks to the one-stop shop, which was established by the Investment Board to comply with the laws on issuance of licenses. Regulations announced by the Minister made in order to cultivate a good and healthy investment climate ensure further comfort of investing, with procedures for a fit, fast, efficient and convenient way of conducting business for investors. Various taxation regulations have been simplified as much as possible to stimulate investment activities in Indonesia. A number of rules and regulations that were considered rigid have successfully been perfected, revised or abolished. Indonesia is determined to open up and invite foreign investors to conduct their business here, to conduct their business there. A wide variety of investment opportunities are open to the international investor community by means of the MP3EI Master Plan for the acceleration and expansion of economic development in Indonesia between 2011 and 2015. And Bkpm, as frontliner that governs investments, has set up all the facilities, infrastructure and control for both domestic and foreign investments. Changes that create a healthier investment climate also improve the country's economy and its level of welfare. Now is the time to start investing in Indonesia, a favorable investment.